Good morning and welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak for Thursday, April 19th. I'm your host, Chris Kiefer, and we're going to take a look at your top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. But first, let's start with your weather forecast. Today we're looking at sunny skies with a high of 59 and a low of 37. Looking ahead at your 3-day outlook, Friday, sunny with a high of 69 and a low of 44. Saturday, cloudy with a high of 71 and a low of 53. And on Sunday, thunderstorms. That's a 100% chance of rain. The high is at 64 and the low is 53. Let's take a look now at today's top headlines. A 2-year process to replace Tupelo's water meters is now underway. Tupelo Water and Light plans to replace all 35,000 water and power meters in the city. A contractor working for TWL has begun the large-scale utility system upgrade, starting with water meters on Bob White Drive in the Audubon neighborhood. Within a 2-year window, every residential and commercial water meter will be switched out for a new meter that electronically reports usage levels. Each TWL customer can expect to lose water access for about 15 to 20 minutes as that customer's meter is pulled and replaced. Electricity access will also go down when the corresponding meter is switched, but the outage should be brief. No other service disruptions should occur. The automated water system will eliminate the need for a physical inspection each month. TWL Director Johnny Timmons said the new meters will operate more accurately. A Tupelo Middle School student received a major donation on Wednesday morning. Keyshawn Vassar has been paralyzed since he was shot in the neck in September. On Wednesday, he was presented with a $50,000 check that his family will use to purchase a wheelchair-accessible van. Milam Elementary assistant teacher Chiquita Bobo made the presentation during a ceremony at Tupelo Middle School, where Keyshawn is now a student. Bobo is a friend of the Vassar family, and she got a call on Tuesday from an anonymous citizen who had heard Vassar's story and wanted to help. A GoFundMe campaign set up by the family had raised $4,140 as of Wednesday afternoon, and the Vassars held a barbecue fundraiser last weekend for the new van. Keyshawn's mother, Tita Vassar, said the new van will give the family freedom to drive around town and will also mean they will no longer have to rely on Medicaid for transportation. Haley Duke learned on Wednesday that propelling a wheelchair up a hill is not for the faint of heart. The Ingomar Attendance Center student is participating in the Introduction to Health Professionals class offered through the Toyota Wellspring program by Northeast Mississippi Community College. On Wednesday, she and her classmates participated in the Empathy Experience at North Mississippi Medical Center outpatient rehabilitation. The experience used different tools to give the students an idea of what it is like to live with various handicaps. Students in Itawamba Community College's Certified Occupational Therapy Assistant program ran the stations. NMMC occupational therapist Melinda Lamon said the students learn what it feels like to be handicapped, and it gives them perspective on the task of occupational therapists to help come up with solutions. And in sports, the high school baseball playoffs begin today and Friday. More than 30 area teams are playing for their chances at a trip to Trustmark Park in Pearl in May. One of those teams, West Union, hopes to make a splash in a very deep Class 1A bracket. West Union is sitting at 11-10, but don't let the Eagles' record fool you. West Union went 8-0 in Division 4-1A. They also defeated last season's state runner-up Smithville twice and split the season series with Division 1-2A champion Myrtle. Out of West Union's 10 losses, only 2 came against Class 1A opponents, and both of those teams made the playoffs as either a 1 or a 2 seed. Its other 8 losses came against Class 2A, 3A, and 4A teams. Every team that defeated the Eagles has made it to the playoffs this season. Head coach Ashley Russell said he intentionally created a tough schedule this year after playoff exits the last 2 seasons. He said he wanted his team to be used to competing at a high level. Russell's team is young, but it is experienced. The team has no seniors and only 3 juniors, but many of the players gained experience on the varsity team when they were in junior high. West Union opens the first round of the 1A playoffs today against Thrasher. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Check out the Prep Rally podcast with hosts Brad Locke and Dalton Middleton talking about the latest in Northeast Mississippi high school sports. This week, they previewed the baseball and softball playoffs and also talked about spring football and the 2019 Tangle on the Trail basketball lineup. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or at preprally.thejournal.com. And special thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring Newsbreak. Remember, you can catch new episodes each weekday morning at thejournal.com or on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Kiefer. Have a great Thursday.